why does the good pastor refuse to come? Number two, to assume that he does not know the answers to the questions, when in fact he doesn't even know the questions yet, is false to hold on to, because I myself have questions to ask to the good pastor.
Deputy, Senior Deputy Speaker, the Honorable Don Gonzales. That being the case, there is a motion duly seconded. Any objections? The chair hearing no objections on a unanimous vote, the Honorable Pastor Iboloy is cited for contempt.
Kung mamarapatin nyo lamang naman po, kami po ay magalang na humiling na baka naman po mga kagalang-galang na kinakawan. Kaya bigyan po na naman kami. Ay konting panahon lang po na pagpaliwanan at baka naman po makausap ko rin siya at baka naman po makita niya na baka naman pwede siyang dumating sa susunod. Konting pagkakataon lamang po.
It's a motion by the Honorable yes, the Honorable
with the indulgence of the good commission with regards to this, I have nothing against it, but since properly stated, siguro na we might ask the representative of Buloy, then we will rule on that motion.
okay. With the request of the Honorable Paduano, the Honorable Pimentel will prefer and hold the abeyance.
I yield to the request.
And the Honorable Attorney Topacio, magandang hapon po sa inyo.
Magandang hapon po, Mr. Chair, Your Honors. May I be recognized, Your Honor?
Yes, you are.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, with respect to the motion and with all due respect, we believe we have provided legal justification for the non-presence of Pastor Apollo Quiboloy in our letter to the committee, Your Honor, wherein the gist of it states that based on the previous hearings of this honorable committee, we have an idea of the information being required, and we have stated in this letter, Your Honors, very respectfully, that Pastor Quiboloy for around 4 years now has had no hand whatsoever in the running of Smni, whose franchise is under consideration, Your Honor. Instead, to show our good faith and our due respect to this honorable committee, and to show that we are not evading the subpoena, Your Honors, we have brought with us 3 persons who are in the best position, more than Pastor Quiboloy, and who have been the ones active since 2022 in the affairs of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, which are the current executive pastor of the KJOC and his top staff, Attorney Eunice Ambrosio and Maria Norfeli Marimon, Your Honors. So, with respect to the Kingdom, they are the ones who possess the necessary competence to answer whatever questions this honorable committee may throw at them, Your Honors.
Mr. Chair, we understand the explanation of Attorney Topacio, but the fact still remains that Pastor Quiboloy has not appeared in this committee. You are presenting actually 3 persons that you have just mentioned to explain whatever questions or whatever clarifications are needed. As you have stated, they are well versed with regards to the operations of Sorasu. But the matter at hand, Mr. Chair, I believe, still remains is a non-appearance of Pastor Quiboloy. Of course, Mr. Chair, we will entertain or we will ask questions to your substitute resource persons. But Mr. Chair, I still insist My earlier motion, I again reiterate, I move to cite for contempt Pastor Kibuloy, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Committee. Attorney Topacio.
Your Honor, we will always submit to the discretion of the committee. With just a very respectful and gentle reminder, Your Honors, that in the very recent case of Ong versus Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, the Supreme Court has ruled that before any person is held in contempt of the a house or any committee thereof, he must be given due process, meaning a chance to explain, Your Honor. We are just invoking this right on behalf of Pastor Kibuloy because our Constitution itself states that the rights of persons invited to congressional hearings should be respected, Your Honor. That is all that we ask, Your Honor. Nothing else.
Thank you, Attorney Topacio. Just for the information of everyone, Pastor Kibuloy has been invited as far back as December. Several invitations has been given to him, and he has not appeared, which prompted the Honorable Committee to he filed a motion for him to subpoena Pastor Kibuloy because of his non-appearance in previous hearings. So I think as far as due process is concerned, we have complied with this. Matter of fact, because of his absence, I'm so familiar already with Attorney Mark Valentino. Okay? And of course, the idol of everyone, the guy that invented the rules of the House, the Honorable Roderick Suplico, who is also here, who I used to read in the newspapers when I was in elementary. Okay. And up to now, it's an honor to see him in our hearings. So that's why ako po'y, as far as tayo due process, matter of fact po, marami pong mga katanungan, marami pong hindi yung masagot, at lagi po sabi hindi na kaya sagutin. And which really, I think mahaba naman po yung proseso na binigay po namin para po sa kanyang pagpunta po dito. At kami naman po ay kung baka na-extend na po namin. Naman bakit naubos na po lahat ang mga pwedeng maitanong dahil naitanong sa dami pong hearings na ilalak na po ng committee at ni Topacio. And this can be, I think, Attorney Suplico would attest to this. At talagang we were very patient at lahat po ng pamaraan na ibigay po namin sa kanila. So, maraming salamat at Attorney Topacio. Wala na po kayo yung manifest. May tanong lang po. Alam po, kaya po ba akong tanong?
Of course, Your Honor, you're the chairman.
Siyempre. Kasi tinala po namin yung subpoena February 20. At ito ay publicized naman. At bakit po sa March 11 lang po kayo nagpadala ng sulat? At nauna po ang media kasi tumatawag po sa akin ang media. At sabi ko sa kanila, hindi ko po pwede sagutin yan dahil wala po akong natatanggap na sulat. True enough, sa Secretary Records, natatanggap po namin yung sulat nyo kahapon, March 11. Tapos may amended letter at March 12 today kung ano po yung isang ugali nito. So, why did it take you so long to write us that letter?
Kasi po, hindi po ako involved, Mr. Chair, dun sa previous mga hearings. So, nireview ko po yung video ng mga hearings para mapagtanto ko po kung ano yung mga maaring itanong based on the trend. At yun nga po, coupled with the fact that Pastor Kibuloy has been out of the day-to-day or even the general operations of Smni or Suarasug, Your Honor, because he has decided to concentrate on purely spiritual matters, ay lumiham po kami. Yung unang liham po kasi, pasensya na po kayo, we meant no disrespect to the committee, Mr. Chair. Kanya lang, bakit noong ibibigay na po namin dito, napansin po namin yung typographical errors lang naman po, kaya ni-revise po namin.
Which was received today.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Typographical errors lang po ang
That's
aming
why
iba.
the first letter we received March 11, the second letter we received today,
Opo.
on the day of the hearing.
Opo, may, pero it's basically the same, Your Honor. We did not want to spring any surprise. it's just typographical errors, Your Honor.
Thank you.
We apologize because of the tight schedule of this representation. We profoundly apologize to the committee and to the chair.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Before I continue, the chair will recognize the Deputy Speaker, the Honorable David J.J. Suarez. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
The Honorable Franz Pumaren is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Address lang po yung question kay Atty. Topacio. I'm quite baffled na dahil we mentioned that kaya hindi pupunta dahil wala siya doon sa day-to-day activity, yung pagpapatakbo ng SMNI, hindi niya alam. In fact, there are 3 resource speakers that can answer that. My main question lang here, kung gano'n mo pala, may invitation siya, bakit ayaw niyang pumunta? Then, let him explain to us kung ano talaga ang role niya dun sa SMNI. And aside from that, probably there's other questions that can be raised. Yun lang naman ang quite baffling on my part, na bakit ayaw niyang pumunta. Na kung confident naman siya na he has no idea how yung SMNI operates day-to-day basis. Yun lang po, Mr. Chairman.
May I respond, Mr. Chair? Actually po, wag niyo na pong sisihin si Pastor, ako na po ang sisihin niyo, Honorable Franz Pumaren, sapagkat ako po yung nagpayo sa kanya. While the details of the advice may be covered by lawyer-client privilege, ako po yung sabi kay Pastor na since ang nakikita ko po sa trend ay tungkol naman sa alleged violations ng prangkisa ng SMNI, ay since wala naman po kayong kinalaman at ang inyong titulo na honorary chairman ay purely honorific as the name suggests, sabi ko upang hindi naman maipakita naman natin na ginagalang po natin yung proseso ng kagalang-galang na committee ito, ay tayo na po magdala ng mga tao na maaaring makasagot dun sa mga yon. Ngayon po, I want to take this opportunity with the kind indulgence of my congressman in Parañaque, the chair, kung mamarapatin nyo lamang naman po, kami po ay magalang na humihiling na baka naman po mga kagalang-galang na kinakawan, na bigyan po na naman kami. Kahit konting panahon lang po na magpaliwanag at baka naman po makausap ko rin siya at baka naman po makita niya na baka naman pwede siyang dumating sa susunod. Konting pagkakataon lamang po at rest assured that we will be proud in our response, Mr. Chair and members of the Honorable Committee. In fact, I'm scheduled to meet with him tomorrow, Your Honors, if I may inform His Honorable Committee, and I will advise him accordingly, Honorable Pumaren.
Thank you, Atty. Topacio. Mr. Chairman, just for the record,
Yes.
nakailan invitation na ba tayo kay...
Tatlo po.
Tatlo.
Tatlong invitation na po tayo. Before we recognize the next interpreter, the chair recognizes the Honorable Arlene Rosas. Welcome to the committee hearing and the Honorable Ino D. is here. Welcome to the hearing.
Mr. Chair,
The Honorable
Mr. Chair.
we are just prolonging this issue. We know very well that kahit na ano pang sabihin ni Atty. Topacio, he was hired by Pastor Kibuloy as a legal counsel. It's his job to delay this contempt. Alam naman natin, Atty. Topacio, kahit na sa'yo, naniniwala pa kayo sisipot si Pastor Kibuloy. These are just delaying tactics. Even though na mag-hearing na naman tayo next, iba na namang rason nila ibibigay. Mag-hearing na naman tayo, ikapitong hearing, ibang rason na naman. When will this be concluded? As I've said, Mr. Chair, it is incumbent upon this committee. It is our obligation under the rules that we should cite him for contempt to compel him to appear in this committee, Mr. Chair. Again, on my second, actually on my third reiteration, Mr. Chair, my motion still stands.
Thank you, Honorable Pimentel. The Honorable J.J. Suarez.
Yes, just a point of clarification on the statements made by Attorney Topacio. By the way, congratulations on your book.
Thank you, sir.
You mentioned that you're off to see the good pastor tomorrow.
Yes, Your Honor.
So that confirms that he's still in the Philippines.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. He's not going anywhere, Your Honor.
Kasi may mga balita na nag-ibang bansa na daw siya.
Ay, hindi po. Magpapakuha po ako ng litrato at iba-viber ko po sa mga members ng
I
committee.
trust you, Attorney.
And thank you po. I appreciate that, sir.
Yun lang, I just wanted to reiterate, Mr. Chair. We've been having this hearing since December of last year. November of last year. So, long playing album na po ito kasi November, December, January, February, March. I think this can already be part of the Guinness Book of World Records as one of the longest hearings. This just goes to show the leniency and the patience the Committee on Franchise has afforded to SMNI, to SWADOSUB, when it comes to complying with requests that have been forwarded to you. So, on its proper time, Mr. Chair, I would second the motion of Congressman Pimentel.
Thank you, the Honorable
Mr. Chair.
The Honorable Karaps Paduano, the Honorable
Thank you, Mr.
the
Chairman.
Honorable Franz Castro.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will not anymore argue with Topacio with regards to the jurisdiction resolved, but in the proper time as it is, we will talk about it. And when it comes, pati rin banak, hindi natin pag-usapan banak is. But
Stating what we feel to be the rights of my client, as it is my duty and obligation as his lawyer, Your Honor. We have no quarrel with the committee. As I've said, the committee will do what it has to do under the rules. We just want to make this humble appeal, Your Honors. That is all. Thank you, Mr. Chair,
Yes.
and Representative Paduano.
Yes, thank you very much. The Honorable J.J. Suarez.
Attorney Topacio, can I just ask,
Yes, Your Honor.
why does the good pastor refuse to come?
To be candid, Your Honor, to this committee, he is apprehensive that his rights may not be respected because of the frenzy surrounding the investigation, Your Honor. That is, and besides, Your Honor, he said that if they ask me and I do not know, there are other people who know about the information, then it might be futile for me to appear before the committee.
I think that's the very problem, Attorney Topacio. He's assuming something that has not yet happened. Throughout the whole series of hearings we've had, I think the committee has been handling themselves properly, legally, giving all the resource persons to the process. So I don't think any rights would have been violated if he presented himself. Number two, to assume that he does not know the answers to the questions, when in fact he doesn't even know the questions yet, is false to hold on to, because I myself have questions to ask to the good pastor. And I believe the person that he has sent might not be of the position to answer my question, because they were not present in the SEC documents. Their names were not present in the SEC documents that were submitted to the Committee on Franchise. So how can that obligation be passed on to them? So again, I'm asking, on numerous times that he has been invited, why does he not come?
If I may respond to that, Mr. Chair? May I respond? Mr.
Yes,
Chair?
please, your
Yes.
expected response.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. First of all, Your Honor, and that is why precisely we are asking for a general, not a detailed line of questioning, but just the general questions under Ermita, Your Honors. Number two, Your Honors, we agree with the committee, but Your Honors, please, with respect to the points raised, with all due respect, Pastor Marlon Acobo has been mentioned since 1922 in the submissions to the Securities and Exchange Commission because in the 2022, Your Honors, because as far back as that time, he has been appointed as the new executive pastor of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ with respect to the day-to-day affairs of recent vintage, Your Honor. With respect to the others, Your Honor, there are other officials of Suarasud and Smni who are here, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, Attorney. Mr. Chair,
Please proceed, Honorable.
yes, I think we're treading on very dangerous waters because this will be setting a precedent to future hearings that will happen in the House. If we allow this, therefore, anytime in the future, when a resource person does not feel the need to present himself, magpapadala na lang ako ng tagapagsalita ko. I-submit nyo na lang muna yung mga tanong ninyo, i-review ko, tapos saka tayo bumalik sa usapan. That's a very dangerous precedent to set, Mr. Chair. Because once we allow that, therefore all committees will allow that. Therefore all committees will allow resource persons not to present themselves. Therefore all committees will allow advanced questions to be forwarded to resource persons before coming to the committees. And that destroys the very nature and essence of having committee hearings, where we have to find out and ferret the truth and the information that we need in order for us to come up with the proper decisions to make, Attorney Topacio.
Yes, but
So that's just my point, Mr. Chair, no? So tungkol po dun sa sinabi ng Attorney Topacio.
Point of order, Mr. Chair.
What is the point of order of the Honorable Cite?
Mr. Chair, I would like to inquire lang, in what capacity is Attorney Topacio, with all due respect, Attorney Topacio is addressing the committee? Is he here as counsel to Pastor Apollo Kibuloy or counsel to the KOJ?
Attorney Topacio.
yes, Honorable Asidre, I'm here as counsel for the Kingdom of Jesus Christ and also as a general counsel of Pastor Apollo Kibuloy, Your Honor. Thank you.
Can you explain when you said I am counsel for KOJC and I'm general counsel for, what is that?
Yes, I will explain, Your Honor.
Yeah, you used the word counsel for one and general counsel for the second, for Pastor Kibuloy.
Yes, I will explain, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes.
The Kingdom of Jesus Christ is a corporation sole under Section 107 of the revised Corporation Code.
Okay.
So, as a juridical entity, it is entitled to legal representation, which is this representation, Your Honor, in all of the legalities involving the Kingdom of Jesus Christ since not too long ago, Your Honor. Now, with respect to Pastor Kibuloy as an individual, I advise him on general facets of the law, but he has also other counsels with respect to other cases involving him. That is what this representation meant by general legal counsel.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I made that inquiry, Mr. Chair, because I would like to ask if the rules of the committee allow for legal counsels to speak on behalf of the resource person.
May I ask concept to please provide the rules? But anyway, the Honorable Carabs is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chairman, under our tradition, we allow, if the chair, the committee allows. No, but when in fact, as of now, we're discussing with regards to the inquiry in aid of legislation. Now, Attorney Topacio, we're so lenient because this is the first time that you attended this hearing and supposedly you have to take in your oath. Because speaking for behalf of the invited resource person.
Yes, I will.
And when in fact, again, if the chairman do not allow you to speak for behalf of Pastor Kibuloy, you cannot speak. And you cannot, again, if you want, it's a debate, if you want again, the due process of being here in this committee, sabi ko nga, and under our tradition, our internal rules, we allow lawyers to speak. If the chair will allow you to speak.
I totally agree with you, Your Honor.
And second, sabi ko nga, napakalinyan pa nga namin because supposedly before speaking, you should have taken your oath.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Your Honor.
And
There is no
Chairman,
debate, Your Honor.
Just to clarify the query of
Yes.
our colleague.
I totally agree, and I am very thankful for this committee for its leniency, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
So, wait,
Mr. Chair.
before we proceed,
We have already discussed this thoroughly. Lumalayo na po tayo eh.
anyway,
Ang motion ko, iba na yung mga tanong, may legal counsel pa. Let us first act on my motion. We are already almost 1 out, but we have not yet acted on my motion.
thank you very much, Honorable Secretary. I just wanted to give everyone a chance to speak before, if I'm mistaken, on the motion to contempt. And we just would like to make it clear that this is show you attorney. As we have seen since November, this has always been the atmosphere. We gave everyone a chance to speak, especially on the side of KOG's JC, Attorney Mark, Attorney Rolex, was given the chance to speak. So, kung airtime lang po pag-usapan, mas marami po kayo airtime kaysa po. No? At kami po ay, kasi pinuhod din yung for CEO, we want to carry out that book. Ang problema, may mga tanong talaga na lagi po sunod sa amin, hindi ko kaya sagutin. Kaya po, nag-motion po si Congressman Pimentel. As a matter of fact, just to prove our point, it took me 3 weeks. We gave you 3 weeks for him to appear. We didn't give you 1 week. We didn't give you 2 weeks. We gave you more than 3 weeks for him to appear. No? From the time that the last hearing, usually 1 week lang po yan, pinapa-appear na po namin. Ito po 3 linggo ang binigay ng committee. And even up to now, you can see na ini-entertain po namin kayo. No? Ngayon na lang po kayo nag-appear. Eh, nandito po ang pinapakinggan mo namin yung siya sabi.
Maraming salamat po.
As far as due process concerned, pagiging nyo naman, hindi nyo pwedeng, we did not fall short as far as due process concerned. And on section 13, yes, we were allowing him to speak, and counsel is allowed in the rules as long as it's allowed by the committee. Maraming salamat at kayo namang pangatong, may tanong na po pala ako. Kayo po
Yes,
pangatong
sure.
abogado, Tony Rolex, Tony Man, kayo na po. Kayo po ba'y abogado lang, hindi po kayo direktor ng KOJC?
Hindi po. Actually, I became the General Counsel, Your Honor, of Pastor Kibuloy back in 2021, if memory serves, Your Honor.
Okay.
So this is not my first time to lawyer for Pastor Kibuloy. And of course, again, Mr. Chair, we are grateful for the opportunity. That's why you still get my vote in 2025.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Chair is recognized. Before we will have to go on the vote soon, just ask Attorney Gutierrez, the proponent of the bill. Attorney Gutierrez.
Just to add to the point, just for the consideration of the body, because I agree with what Congressman Pimentel mentioned, that the contempt order that we are considering could be based on sole absence alone. However, I would just like to add for our consideration as a body that there are still material questions as to 2019, 2020, 2021. Correct. Which I believe would warrant the attendance. Now, his choice not to attend on the presupposed trend that they already know what we would ask, I would have to share my skepticism po, no? Because precisely, as I mentioned, we still have material questions during the duration of his being second asked for. So something lang po for the body to consider. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, the Honorable Arlene Process.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, isa po kasi ako sa mga nag-request, diba? Na ano, so rejoinder lang po kahit sa issue ng contempt. Mr. Chair, huwag tayong pumayag na by substitution, hindi naman talaga natin ginagawa yun, Mr. Chair. It has not been our procedure ng mga nakaraan. Kaya gusto ko lang sabihin, Mr. Chair, no, na itong sulat na pinadala sa committee hinggil sa ating subpoena, si Mr. Marlon Apopo, executive pastor daw ng Kingdom of Jesus Christ, siyang sasagot. Mr. Chair, nung nag-usap naman tayo last time dito, sinabi natin, hindi talaga yon kakayanin sagutin ng mga representatives na pinadala. So, Mr. Chair, again, I will join our DS sa kanyang motion. And Mr. Chair, again, maraming salamat kay Honorable Johnny Pimentel again motioning for the contempt of Pastor Apollo Kibuloy.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Arlene Rosas. The parliamentary status is that there is a motion by the Honorable Johnny Pimentel, duly seconded by the Honorable J.D. Suarez, the Honorable Jude Cite, the Honorable Franz Castro, the Honorable Arlene Rosas, and of course, our Senior Deputy Speaker, the Honorable Don Gonzales. That being the case, there is a motion, duly seconded. Any objections? The chair hearing no objections on a unanimous vote, the Honorable Pastor Kibuloy is cited for contempt.